Welcome, one and all. This is the Peace Dealer. What's up, motherfuckers? I am going to continue this opening and greeting, especially when I go live. So, one more time. What's up, motherfuckers? It's the Peace Dealer, and welcome to another weekly installment of your Astrology Horoscope. Remember, this moment is brought to you by Noun, the only moment you'll ever have, while other people are busy trying to impress others and not take advantage of this moment. Don't let this only moment that you have slip you by. I've seen people go years and whole lifetimes not appreciating this moment, only for them to return back to me. And you know what I'm saying? They don't necessarily know what the fuck they did with their whole life. Now, don't think they come to me, the peace dealer. I am just a human vessel. I kind of channel a little bit right there. But how are y'all doing? This week is definitely going to help close out a great level of lessons and behavioral understandings of you. What makes you tick? What makes you you? What as I think I just muted myself. So, with that being said, you know, I just want to start this broadcast expressing my gratitude and thanks for the cosmos. Thanks for you watching. Thanks for everyone who has really played a part in the developments that have developed. Please don't forget, my friends, you are traveling through time and space. And in this time and space, you go through lessons to evolve your consciousness. Some of you have to recognize that not all of you are walking the same life path. So, one message that I would like to express for you is that, you know, just similar to how there are different systems in a body, you know, not the heart does not do the same thing as the brain. The endocrine system, it's not going to do the same thing as the nervous system. All right. So a lot of you have different life paths. A lot of you are meant to do different things in this world. And a lifestyle initiation such as this is going to key you in to what it is you're meant to be doing. You spent the whole Virgo season fine-tuning your routine and what it is that you incorporate in your everyday to really express who you really are. There are going to be now elements during this balsamic phase that we have to, in this incubation-like state, release and surrender. So, I mean, for this week, you just want to chill. A lot of you may find yourselves a little bit stuck. You know, if you're 12th house, if you're a 12th houser, if you're a Pisces, is going to be a chill week for you. If you're a cardinal sign, you know what I'm saying? You might feel like I need to do anything. I need to do something. Like if you want to see something funny, just like put a Capricorn or an Aries or a Libra in a closed room and tell them to do nothing, and they'll go crazy. All right, even Cancer, they'll just be like, I need to do something right now. What do you mean I can't do anything? You know what I'm saying? You tell a Gemini or a Pisces to do nothing, we are already doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Gemini was talking to angels and Pisces was like in another realm. So we know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. You're releasing old elements of your behavior, because what is this new cycle we're walking into? We're going to be aware of our partnerships in ways that incorporate how we've evolved our identity and our lifestyle. But screw all that shit. I said that so like proper. You have superpowers. Okay. This is it, guys. This is it. This is it. This is what you've been waiting for your entire life. All right. It's why I pulled the star card. Okay. This is literally the last phase before we shift into the gateway of the gods. And then your higher selves come through and they start claiming you. Okay. This is it. And if you've seen American Gods, life is about to turn into American Gods right now. All right. All your higher selves, you thought maybe it was going to be a private thing. We're going to see all our higher selves. It's like a community thing, right? It's not like just you and your personal connection with your higher self. No, this is going to get super real. You're going to see people's higher selves coming out the woodworks and being like, yeah, my avatar is whooping your avatar's ass, son. What's good? And then you're going to have like armies and countries like trying to pit themselves against other armies of countries that are probably like secretly spearheaded by higher galactic alien overlords that are placing bets and fighting through humans just to keep us divided instead of united. Crazy shit. But it's this lifestyle initiation that's going to help fine-tune personally how you take the divine elements of yourself and make it real. Okay. How you take who you really are on the inside and make it real. How you take what you imagine and make it real. This is a very key week with Mars and Mercury opposite Neptune, where you see proof of what it is that you've been feeling on the other side of the realm. This is what you've been waiting for. A lot of you who are very psychic, you have been feeling this even before this broadcast. The psychic vibration in line has been very strong and very smooth. Oh my goodness. So don't necessarily doubt yourself, because there are literally negative forces as subtle frequencies whispering in your ear so that you can doubt yourself. All right. This week, as we shift into Libra, is now going to be a transit where we connect with the higher selves of others. In normal speak, this is basically, having a conversation with someone. There are going to be a whole lot of things that we have considered normal, like conversation, like sex, like teaching, all right, like creating, that you're about to see in an extra dimensional way. All right. Some of you, oh my gosh, some of you Leos and Pisces, you're just going to be staring at like a remote control, or you're just going to be like staring at a lollipop, because you're going to finally see the magic in it, where you've always seen the magic in it before, but just very mundane shit, just stuff that, the little things, right? Stuff that you never really cared about. You're just going to start to see the magic of this week, and it's going to really set you off on a great adventure. And this is why it's very important to pay attention to the past 6 months about how this year has keyed you into some shit, because some of you, this year has taught you, yes, you think that you are a good person and you think that you are of the light side, but low key, the universe has been kind of pushing you into the dark side. You've been making some friends who are very dark. You have been in some situations where you literally almost died because of these bad influences. You try and kind of go away and you don't. And then you're going to find out this week, oh, I'm actually supposed to be like a mafia mob boss or something. Some of you, it's literally like the opposite. Like you're coming out of that darkness and you're starting to be surrounded by people who are in this whole light world. And this is why you have to stay true to your lifestyle. It is your own behavior and actions that will define who you are and really make more relevant and dramatic this shift. Some of you, it's just going to be like very, 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 very plot twisty. First of all, the last 4 months of this year is a huge plot twist, to where a lot of what the universe kind of put your focus on was just to completely distract you. So you have your spirit guides who are showing you bullshit synchronicities just so you can have a complete twist in what you end up making it mean, and you're being completely played. That's why earlier I was like, don't even listen to these signs. But it's really hard to, because you know what I'm saying? When you see them, they show you these signs in very vulnerable positions where that's what you're craving, some guidance. All right. And this plot twist has a lot to do about your happiness. You need to make, you really, really, really need to make, ah, yes, Queen, I will sing you a song. I think I have a song already too. But yes, it's very important because, you know, there is a very, very, very important level of trust you have to have in anything that you are unsure of right now. Put it this way. Imagine imagine if you really step into a whole new world within 2 weeks, and you may have it like bad now, but you're in a position where it's like, "Oh my gosh, I miss those days." Like, would you believe me if I told you you're going to enter a period where you miss days like this that you're in right now? Not necessarily because you're going to be in a more messed up position, but because it's like the 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 level of solace and peace that you might have had. I don't know, it's a little bit different for some, because some of you, you're really kind of stuck in your own like negativity, right? But regardless, um it's very important to embrace this. You want to look at everything that you consider a challenge. Seriously, Saturn in Capricorn is going to be the transit where we step into a great level of self mastery. All right. And this self mastery is going to forever transform, especially if you're a Pluto Scorpio that's born after 83. You are going to really step into this transformation and self mastery, to where this is the generation where we transform into the gods that we are inside. Everyone in that generation who lives up to that potential. So trust me when I say you need to really thank the universe for your flaws. And this is really hard for some of you to do, but a lot of you are lamenting at where you're at right now because you're so focused on a vision. I'm totally, going to make sure you keep focused on the vision. But some of you are kind of cursing your position right now because you know the potential of where you can be, right? But you're forgetting the key, which is embracing now. And that's why I said at the very beginning of this live broadcast, this moment is brought to you by now, the only moment you will ever have. You better not waste it. Okay. So you the key to really evolving and like reaping a lot of this blissful energy is actually embracing every single shortcoming and challenge that you have right now. But what is it that we're trained to do? Or what is it that we usually do? We go around it, we suppress it. We don't want to face these things because some of these are really dark. Some of these no one has ever taught you how to deal with, which is a huge blessing in disguise because now you have the opportunity to deal with it your own way. But regardless, these are very dark. A week like this is going to uncover very dark patterns in your psychology and insecurities that you have. This is your power. This is your power. Okay. You have the opportunity to transmute and alchemize. This is where you actually build the power that you seek. This is not only where you build the power you seek, this is also where you come into and reap quite potently a lot of the understanding of yourself. So for those of you who are wanting to be with a true love or a twin flame, here's the biggest news flash. The whole purpose and point of you being divine partners and or twin flames is the fact that both of your shadow sides are not only compatible, but you share very much so the same insecurities. When your soulmate triggers up dark feelings within you, you resolving that within yourself is resolving that within them. One more time. This is literally why, in order to attract your most compatible partner, you have to work on yourself diligently. And when you're truly working on yourself, you're not waiting on when this partner comes in, because you are so focused with what you're vibrating, which is literally shining a light so bright, allowing your soulmate to see you. Okay. By the questions I see, it's very easy to tell this is something that many people have not necessarily grasped, and it's actually, you don't necessarily even have to be your own partner. It's good to be your own partner, but you want to be a friend. If you want here's a secret right here, guys. If you want a twin flame, if you want a soulmate, focus so much on yourself that you vibrate and know who you are, and you have to be a friend. Seriously. If you want a successful relationship, and if you want to be a soulmate, you have to be a friend. You have to be someone who actually is there for your friends and actually be a friend, someone that actually cares about other people. You don't have to be popular and have like 50 friends. Even if you have like 2 or 3 friends, as long as you have a friend, some of you have been friends for like years. Good. Keep being a friend. This is opening the doorway, because the 11th house of friendships trines the 7th house of relationships, which trines the 3rd house. So literally, this, if you want it like technically, you literally have to be a friend to open up with 6 degrees of separation, the doorways for relationships to come. That's why some of you might try and be on your own and do the whole online dating thing. And not everyone's really that lucky. Not everyone can just hop in someone's DMs and then like be married to them 5 years later. And it happens for some, but not everyone. You know what I mean? So, thank you for being a friend. Oh yes. All right, yo. So you got a friend in me. All right. Thank you, Nasiha, very, very much. So yeah. Right now, as we speak, Venus is on the North Node, and all this Leo energy is prepping your heart as the moon is going new in Virgo. This new moon in Virgo is where you want to set the intention to really fine tune your lifestyle. I have the link to my new moon in Virgo webinar. We are going to do that right there on the 20th, I believe. I just want to make sure. Yeah, we're going to do the new moon in Virgo webinar on the 20th of September. Wait a minute. Although I might make it the 19th because I like to do it the day of. So yeah, we're going to do the new moon in Virgo webinar on the 19th of September. Let me correct that. And the reason why you want to come to this new moon ceremony is because we are going to make appropriately the plans of what you have built a whole Virgo season, basically expressing how you want to live your routine and lifestyle. So you've either kind of implemented this or not. And even if you haven't, let's say you're like me and you're still like procrastinating, when you come to this webinar, it's going to be, I believe, 5 p.m. No, it's going to be 7 p.m. PST standard time on the 19th. You're going to join us in ceremony, and we're going to pull our intentions together so that we can, of course, walk into Libra season with our plans. And of course, we're going to write this down. So what we're going to make for those of you who come to the ceremony for the new moon in Virgo is like a divine to-do list, a quantum agenda. I made a live video about this. So for those of you who join the new moon in Virgo webinar, we're going to write down a quantum agenda. A quantum agenda, which is it's not necessarily a to-do list, but it's going to incorporate who you are and what it is that you do daily. All right. As well as the perspective to feel and how your karma and destiny is also involved. Wait a minute. Okay. I want to make sure I'm not missing something. Oh, okay. That's what happened. So yeah, very, very cool. We're going to break down, of course, as well, what the zodiac signs will experience this new moon as going through 2 weeks out. And yeah, make sure you join me. I will be drawing a 3-card spread for beginning, middle, and after, and an oracle card. So webinars are usually lit. This is going to be one of the most magical new moons other than the new moon in Sagittarius. So, and new moon in Pisces. So you'll really be able to put a lot of real plans in motion, regardless of if you're live with us or not. Make sure you set those intentions. And yeah, y'all, really make sure that as we close this energy out, Mars and Mercury are in Virgo are opposite Neptune right now and as we speak. So this is really having you use your magic. Mercury is a magician, right? This is the energy. For those of you who watch Hunter x Hunter, Mercury is actually the ruler of your Nen, right? This is what is going to rule your mind force. And Mars is actually that power and aggression that you can charge your fuel, the fuel that you're going to have to power your Nen. So you're kind of taking this across dimensions, your energy, anything that you're kind of focusing or projecting on. Anything that you're focusing and projecting on now and charging your intent for is going to hyper manifest your reality. So let's do a quick experiment right now. All right. This is going to be great to implement. I got the 4 of Swords and the Sun. So Mars is Hatsu. Chad, you nailed it. Mars is Hatsu, right? Whenever you want to act, Mars is going to be how you do it. So right now, here's a secret to meditation. I've seen a Buddhist monk tell me on YouTube, you don't necessarily have to focus and concentrate and meditate. You just have to tell the monkey mind what to do. So just tell your mind to be aware of how your breath. If you do that for at least 1 minute a day, that's better than meditating like this. Well, I wouldn't say that. Deep meditations are dope too. But just be aware of your breath. And this is how over the course of this week from now, you can harness this energy. Because there's over 200 people watching, just us focusing our intention is hyper amplifying your intent. Okay. So make sure that your intent is pure, because Virgo and Pisces is going to manifest what you're focusing on. Let me say this one more time. Mercury is on Mars. So your focus is being generated by Mars. And guess what, yo? Guess what? All you have to do is focus. You don't really have to do anything. It's not in Libra, so you don't have to find someone else to add on to it. You just have to focus on it. And this is why it's in Virgo. You take that focus with everything that you do as you're cleaning or sweeping the floor, and you're whistling, you're focusing on it. As you're talking to that person, you're focusing on it, letting it come into your thoughts. This is how you manifest, my friends. It's really not that hard. What happens? Interference gets in the way of your focus. Dark forces get in the cut like, oh, no, this motherfucker's using his power. We need to send someone to state break him. That's a vocabulary that I have to do a video for. State break or mind swipe. Make you forget something. Make something happen to where you're not comfortable. Make somebody come up and just make you mad so you're not paying attention. You have to maintain that focus. let me tell you how real the ritual this is. How long can you maintain this focus from after this call and after this broadcast? What's going to be the first thing to get in the way of your focus? Because you want to maintain this focus from now all the way until Libra season. You take this focus into Libra season, then you can release the focus after the new moon, and the relationships are going to manifest. It's 8:44 p.m. as I see that. That's a synchronicity. So for you wanting twin flames, you can set the intention to literally connect, and you don't have to worry about how. You just have to focus. All right. So I'm going to take some time right now with you to focus on an intent and let us all focus. First, feel gratitude for everyone else in the live chat for us coming together, because the power of numbers is how we're able to achieve all of this. All right. So very much love to every single one of you involved. All right. And focus your intent. Really imagine in your mind's eye, how do you feel? Don't worry about what you see, because all this stuff you see is ultimately not real. They're just tetrahedrons flying around like the goat. Jim Carrey said facetiously in an interview, remember, it's not so much so what you have materially. All that shit fades. You literally can't even take that to the afterlife. All right. How do you feel? Your spiritual currency that you take with you to the afterlife is the currency of your feelings, the fruit of your kindness. All right. You cannot fake the funk, my friends. If you are a shitty person, you're going to have shitty fruit. You have these people and corporations trying to push this outer agenda. Live the life, look this certain way, but none of that matters. How are you on the inside? Are you kind? Do you practice that kindness? Do you love? Do you practice that love? Are you a friend? This is what really matters. And there is a war to make you forget that. Some of you are too wise to even be fooled. So you are in other people's lives to be living examples and show them that. All right. So don't worry about when you look in your mind's eye, what is it you have? What do you feel? Focus right now on what you feel. Focus right now on what you do with what you feel. All right. You can see yourself with your twin flame and with your best friends. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, my friend, that is meaningless, because it's not really the person that you want. It's the feeling from the person you want. If you did not have a blissful feeling when you had all this, you would not be so addicted or so desirous of this union. This is why you want to focus on the feeling. Okay. What the universe is going to do is match your vibration. So it's going to bring things in your lifestyle, not just once. It's going to begin to match your frequency and bring things in your life that give you that feeling. It may not necessarily look the way you wanted it to, but this is why you have to co-create and open your mind so that you can really come into a greater understanding and understand where these emotions come from in the first place. You need to really understand, though, that your focus on this is really magical. That's how magical magic is. Your belief that it's happening. We kind of complicate things. Psychic power is complicated. Love can be complicated. Magic is simple, and it's badass. So continue to focus, my friends. Really see in your vision. You can see all the visions you want, but make sure you focus on that feeling and really sit that there. You'll know you feel it because your whole body language changes. Thank you, Brianne. I have great news, my friends. Some of you have very fervent hearts, and you truly do believe that what you're focusing on, you're manifesting, And the most important thing to really embrace about this is some of you are not going to know what the hell to do. All right. Some of you, you're Virgo moons. Some of you have Virgo suns. Some of you, you're Aquarius with Libra and Virgo. So you know what to do. But you know what? Not everyone's an angel. Not everyone's a Scorpio. Not everyone's a genius Aquarius. Some of you are like me. Some of you just don't know. And the best news I have for you is this is good. You don't have to know. In fact, the best step that you've done is to just focus your intent. That is all that you have to do. For those of you who know more, you can focus your intent and then do your hatsu. You know what I'm saying? Act on it and gather it. But even if all you can do is just focus your intent, congratulations, you have prayed to the universe. You didn't have to get on your knees. You didn't have to sacrifice a goat to some false god. You know what I'm saying? All you had to do was align your heart and your mind and focus that and really carry that energy with you. Congrats. You are conversing and co-creating with the universe. And it's not that hard, or so it seems. Do you know why something like this is simple? All right. Do you know why something like this is relatively as simple as just focusing? Because trust me, try and maintain this focus for 24 hours, and I promise you, you will see that is a battle in and of itself. Something as simple as just focusing this intention, you are going to have to battle to literally maintain without being drained by other people, without actually someone trying to manipulate how you feel, or, without meeting certain random people who might support that. You want to really keep this in mind. Some of you, it's going to be a really big battle. There's going to be a rare few of you who, when you focus, you actually find support. So I don't want to make it seem like it's too antagonistic, but yes, my friends, really keep that in mind as this opposition occurs. Venus has now joined back in Virgo and will be catching up to Mars. So there's a sensual completion that's going to occur. This is also what's going to bring a lot of sacred lovers back. One thing that's important to keep in mind is that some of you, this is an image and vision that I get for some of you. Some of you have been seeing synchronicities and sign about someone, and the universe over a few years has been showing you that you have a connection with someone, and you do have a connection with someone, right? But what the universe is doing is it's taking something that was very key about this someone, and now the universe is flipping that someone to someone else who you have a connection with, and maybe they have the same synchronicity. And it's literally like you've switched timelines. You need to let go of the old timeline. You will know because you're getting green lights for this new one, but red lights for the one that seemed like it was working. A lot of you are switching back timelines that were jumped in 2015. All right, I'm going to say this one more time. Some of you are now connecting with your real partner or with who you were meant to originally. All right, and the fog is coming out. This is why when I would say be careful of these synchronicities, sometimes the universe uses illusions to guide you, because maybe you need to learn from another vibration before you're ready for the real vibration. Or in the other case of what's happening, that person who the universe was preparing for you isn't ready for you. So the universe is now I'm pairing you with someone who is not only ready, but also a better match. For a lot of you guys watching, this is actually the case. Some of you, that person has refused to really work on themselves. And because you deserve better, the universe is now, moving on. And the universe would have moved on before, but you specifically wanted to wait and hold for that person. So really keep this in mind. Some of you are already going through this where you're getting synchronicities for someone new, and it's almost as if you got the synchronicities for the other one to lead you to this new person. So know that it is connected. Know that it is connected. Know that there are new connections. All right. Know that it's not like you don't necessarily have to, you want to release that old connection with love. All right. Think of it as a higher self that was guiding you there, to where if you didn't go through that, you wouldn't be ready for this real connection. All right. And this is having a lot to do with Jupiter leaving Libra, and with Venus coming into Mars, right? Lady St. Priestess had a dream about the new person already. Trust me, you're finally finishing with this initial 6 month lesson, that you're done with that person. That person's going to come back, by the way, too, but it's going to be in a different context to where you can develop other stuff. So you're going to see this develop very quickly this week. That's why I'm saying you just have to surrender. This is a balsamic phase. We're entering into a new cycle, and it may kind of like confuse you at first, but if you just have an open mind, it will make a lot of sense. All right. So yeah, that being said, other than that, is there anything else I need to mention? We do have some interesting quincunxes occurring, but honestly, I just really want to talk about that opposition. Be very mindful once again of you kind of holding yourself back. The key notion of this awakening is you're going to really just connect with people who trigger awakenings in you. The higher self game is going to be played this week also. So for those of you who are masters, and yeah, that's crazy. For those of you who are masters, which are most likely going to be water signs, you're going to play the higher self game, and people's higher selves are going to be like coming down and summoning themselves and talking directly to you. And it's going to like literally, it's the higher self game, because it's like, am I talking to their higher self or am I talking to their real self? Because for most people, the real self has no idea that you're talking to their higher self. So their higher self is going to say something and you're going to respond to their higher self. And then their real self is going to be like, what the fuck? But then they're going to be enlightened, because what did you do? You basically became the middleman for them, and you reflected their higher self back at them. Anyone with Uranus on their sun or rising, this is you your whole life. Like, you play the higher self game with everybody. Especially if you have Neptune. Oh my God. It could be so annoying. Neptune, you just never know. Uranus, you can turn that on and off. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, for those of you that it's already started, it's going to get even stranger once it goes into Libra rising. You have to embrace the playful nature of this game and try not to understand it. The more playful, the better, because some of you will be able to get these people involved in the game as well without having to tell them directly. All right, yo, I'm going to pull the cards for this week for the zodiac signs before I pull the super chat cards. And make sure you caught my October horoscopes. They're finally out. $5 a pop. If you want all 12 signs, you can get them all for $35. But I really just recommend you get your rising sign and your sun sign. I have appropriately gone over Libra season. Happy birthday, Libra, by the way. If you're a Libra, your video is free. That video is out there, I think, already. But yeah, Scorpio, you want to see yours. You got good cards as usual. Gemini and Taurus, you got pretty interesting cards as well, too. All the videos, by the way, are available. I have finished all of them. So make sure you check them out. In the video, basically, I'll break down the lesson of the transit, and then I'll go through the first decade, name every single transit of that first decade, and then, of course, break down by moon sign how it'll affect your sign. Same for the second decade, same for the third decade. Then I will draw tarot cards, and then a love card and a spiritual lesson card. So yeah, Leo, you got really good love cards, I believe. But yeah, Tia, I thank you for asking about the Pluto webinar. Yes, I also have the Pluto webinar available in the link description below. This is a very important webinar. If you're a Capricorn sun and Pluto is transiting, you want to get this webinar. If you are a Capricorn rising, you want to get this webinar. If you're a Scorpio sun natally, you have to get this webinar. Actually, all Scorpios have to get this webinar. Like, even though you're Pluto and you can teach me about, even though you're Scorpio and you can teach me about Pluto, it's going to really help you understand a crap ton. And this is navigating the darkness. You're going to, in this webinar, come into a profound realization about your unconscious mind and about how the Lord of the underworld really takes into account the unconscious influence of what happens in your life. This is why I always say at large that, you know what I'm saying? It's less your fault and more evil spirits. It's really Pluto, the Lord of the underworld, that's going to rule this unconscious level of habits or self-sabotage or transformations in a positive way that can occur. But really, no one to this day has been able to penetrate the depth of what Pluto is, to where, like Neptune, it's still very misunderstood. So we're going to, in this webinar, learn about the history of the Pluto generations. This is going to be a really cool webinar because I'm going to help you. I'm really going to help you understand why Pluto in Scorpio is way different than Pluto Libra. If you really want to know what it means to be a Pluto Libra and how this applies to your life, if you were born like in the late 70s to early 80s, you know what I'm saying? Pluto Libra means every single one-on-one interaction you have with people is going to really have an X-ray vision. Like you're going to uncover very intense secrets about these people because Pluto in Libra is going to force you to transform the boundaries and the constructs of the interpersonal relationship, as opposed to Pluto in Scorpio that has just an intimate connection with people in an instant, or the Pluto in Sagittarius, which literally their third eyes are open at birth. And like each Pluto generation born, like the Pluto Pisces kids, they're going to be born like supernatural. They're going to be born with superpowers, and it's going to be very scary, which is why I say this is the end of an age, you know, when you have a civilization like that. But regardless, we get to really talk about Pluto's connection with rape as well, and total domination, and really understanding how it will influence each house, the history of the generations, the planetary aspects in the birth chart. If you have it conjunct your moon, if you're a moon conjunct Pluto, we'll talk about how you're a vessel of death and how literally people can just drop dead around you because Pluto, you'll think that you're going to the grocery store, but no, Pluto was actually using your vessel to kill the store clerk because you had to exchange $1 with them. And then since your vibration is there, that person's going to die before their shift is over. And little did you know, Pluto was using you as a hitman. Yeah, like a lot of you who have moon on Pluto or Pluto rising, you're hitmen, like you're assassins, and you may not even know because it's not like they're going to drop dead once you touch them. Like this death is ruled with Saturn and Pluto. So Saturn will time the death, and it's like Death Note. It doesn't have to happen that instant. All right. And don't feel bad because when Pluto and y'all have to really, this is another thing. Y'all have to release guilt because when Saturn and Pluto use you guys to kill people, I get it because I'm Saturn on Moon. So I am so fucking petty. Like whenever it's time for someone to go, I'm all like, Pluto and Saturn handle death. So I'm all like, excuse me, your soul has been past here a couple of lifetimes. It's time for you to go. Don't ever feel bad because some of these souls are here trying to live longer than they're supposed to, and Saturn treats this live stream like a business. So it's like, excuse me, sir, it's time for you to go. And then Saturn calls Pluto, and then Pluto kicks your ass out of here, and you dead, motherfucker. You dead. Okay. So please, people, the Capricorns don't feel bad. The Capricorns get it. They know it's business over at Saturn. And Pluto, Scorpio, y'all be feeling bad because you're the one who actually has to be the executioner. No, my friends, don't feel bad. Some people need to not overstay their motherfucking bounds because then the birth rate and the death rate will not be imbalanced. And trust me, Saturn don't want too many people here that have to be here taking up the resources. I'm sorry, my inner petty is coming out. It is what it is. And yeah, you're going to learn about Pluto transits and most importantly, Pluto in synastry. All right. I have had a Pluto obsession with a Venus in Scorpio who has her Venus on Pluto. And I know to this day she's obsessed with me. I know to this day she is obsessed with me, and it has everything to do with Pluto. We're obsessed and addicted to each other, and it's so generational. It's not necessarily like it's exclusive, because every Venus in Scorpio that I know to that degree, that obsession is there. And what Pluto taught me is it was less the person and it was more the plutonic energy that really makes one obsessed. And this will let you know, do you really like that person, or do you just like the obsessive energy like a drug? This is kind of what Pluto helps me. And the reason why you feel such obsession is such connections help you transform into your God or goddess consciousness. And then we'll do a live Q&A. So make sure you sign up. That's going to be a very, very, very cool webinar. We're going to do that one on the 24th at 5 p.m. Pacific. All right. So make sure you hit that up. And yeah, y'all, other than that, before I draw the cards, you really do want to be in a position, once again, where you really maintain that focus, and you really remember that you don't necessarily have to know outright how to do what you're trying to do. In fact, some of you, it's not even that some of you actually even know, but you're purposefully having to learn from scratch all over again so that you can learn something new and authentic. So whether you know or not, the message that I'm really getting from Spirit is not even to surrender as much as it is just focus and really just let the universe do its goddamn job. I'm sorry this just came out of my mouth like this, because some of y'all are trying to do the most. Some of you are trying to do the archangels' jobs, and the archangels are now a little bit pissed and tight because it's like, man, this motherfucker wants to set the intention, wants to actually make the intention come out too. They don't want me to do anything. And then he's going to complain when nothing happens, and you just got your spirit guides like mad tight for no reason. And we need some kind of stasis, y'all. You know what I'm saying? If we can at least meet some kind of compromise, your spirit guides will not have to go too ham. Okay. And please don't make your spirit guides mad, y'all. Your spirit guides bust their ass for you. If we can kind of remember the spiritual war, some of your spirit guides get into huge skirmishes. You could be driving home from work and shoot, now there's a legion of demons that are trying to get you in a car accident, and your spirit guides are having to bust their ass protecting you. Shoot, some of your spirit guides might have been lost in the tussle, and then you gonna get home, and then you're gonna be like, I hate you guys. My twin flame didn't call me. What's wrong with y'all? And then your spirit guides are just like, oh nah, God, hold me back. I'm finna whoop this motherfucker's ass. Who does this person think they are? We lost Jeremy protecting this mofo, and they want to talk about twin flames. Nah, I can't. Some of y'all be doing the most to your spirit guides, man. Y'all need to stop. All right, I'm guilty too. We just need to apologize. All right. Some of y'all, and then your spirit guides, they can't really clap back at you like that, and it's just not fair. We just need to be more understanding. We need to be spirit guides to our spirit guides. This is what it is. All right. So I have Treasure Island, and This week, starting from now, and as you carry your intent, you're going to unlock your inner treasure and regenerate your wounds. Please, guys, I need to get serious here. You're going to regain a powerful amount of self-confidence and self-esteem. A lot of very amazing stuff is going to happen to you in this short week so that you can establish these relationships. Please have some modicum of value for yourself. Don't get better and then go right back to the same people who shat on you and walked all over you. Please don't like boss up and evolve and then take all that love right back to the people who took it away from you, because the universe is purposefully going to give you the opportunity to do that just to see if you're going to take yourself seriously. Please don't take the opportunities that will be blessed to you and go back to that ex-lover or those friends who never really cared. Because trust me, they're going to come back like, oh my gosh, please, I just didn't really understand you before. I can make it work this time. Like, please, we didn't start off on the same foot. Like, I just didn't get the chance to really look at you right, but now I see you clearly. Please, some people will break character and low-key beg because they're going to finally see what you got going on. Trust me, you don't necessarily even have to like slam the door on their face, but you really, really, really have to just move on. Like, you have to make sure they go above and beyond to stay in your life. You're not going to them. You're having to move on. And if they stay, cool, but you're not stopping for them. Trust me. Trust me. Some of you are going to go back to these people. They will finesse you. They will finesse you. They will completely take advantage of you. Just act like they're snakes when you see them. Snakes that you can't trust, not the Kundalini rising snakes that bring you knowledge. Okay. So really keep this in mind. It's not worth it. There are new people. If there are not already existing people in your life who value, there are new people in this world of billions that you're going to connect with that are going to be like, fresh new chapter. This is what Libra season is going to bring us into. Aries, I have the Four of Wands. So there's great success and celebration. You're going to really gain results for a lot of what you've been doing. Be grateful above all this week. The gratitude that you apply with your focus is going to help you manifest a lot of this. So the tarot card that I'm pulling for you and the signs is for what happens when you maintain your focus. So if you didn't do that meditation, let's do it again. Really focus your breath and just focus on what it is. What is the reality you're walking into? Who is the you you're becoming? And how does it make you feel? All right. Focus. Aries, you maintain that focus, immediate results. The Four of Wands. Taurus, we have the Strength card. So this is going to actually help bring out your latent ability and strength and key you into how powerful you truly are, as well as attract the force of this influence in your life, which is definitely very positive and very powerful. All right. Gemini, we have the King of Cups. So this is going to really help restore a sense of compassion and peace. Especially look to this King of Cups to be a great deal of support to really help not only balance, but help get through to the next level. All right. Cancer, we have the Hermit. So this focus is going to key in very personal guidance where you're going to gain insight and wisdom that feels right, and you will never get anywhere else because it's exclusive. So you may feel like trying to research it, but you don't need to research it because whatever comes from you is like, it's like you're your own master. Okay. So the Hermit is you kind of putting your own self on. You have your own wisdom necessary with this focus. Okay. And Leo, we have the Four of Swords, which is with this focus, you really just want to relax your mind. You already have the clear picture, and some of you are already kind of there where you want to be. So you really just need to relax, Leo, especially this week. Calm your mind, relax, and gain a lot of meditation from this Jupiter and Libra. And Virgo, we have Virgo, the same as Cancer. Shout out to you, Cancer Suns, Virgo Moons. The Hermit is talking about, once again, even more of this internal realization, even more of this internal understanding. You're really going to understand yourself deeper than ever before. And that's like your own secret and superpower, because you'll get yourself in a way no one else really will. The Hermit card for you, both Cancer and Virgo, means fuck what everyone else says. You need to listen to your own advice, because you know yourself and what you're thinking about better than other people right now. Libra, we have the Knight of Swords. So whereas Gemini is going to probably be dealing with the Scorpio man, Libra, you're probably going to be dealing with a Gemini whippersnapper. But the Knight of Swords is definitely encouraging you to take this focus and leap forward into what your decisions are. The Knight of Swords has a heart of integrity and just kind of moves and clashes and does not really think before they do stuff. So definitely carry that passionate vibe. And Scorpio, we have Justice, the card of Libra, which is saying when you take that focus, you have to make a decision. All right. And what this decision means is don't worry about what to do. Know that whatever you decide to do, karma is going to align with your side. So just trust me, you can get caught up in indecision, and it doesn't matter what you choose. It just matters that you decide. Okay. Sagittarius, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is saying you guys are so mother freaking lucky. Why does it even matter? Why do you guys even go through any issues? Sagittarius, you are still just like unfairly lucky. I don't even want to hear it. Use your goddamn luck. Use your goddamn luck. Just do it. Just do it, Sagittarius. I'm not even going to tell you how. Just use your luck. Just walk into a situation. Sagittarius doesn't even have to know what the hell to do. They just walk into a room and then they use their luck, and then this shit just works out. And then everyone's just like, well, why do I even try in life anymore? What's the point? What's the point? Capricorn, the card that I have for you is the Four of Wands. So similar to Aries, you're definitely going to be in a position where you're celebrating your power and your accomplishments. If anything, the Four of Wands is you moving into a new place as well. So any of you who might gain anything from coming into a home, you and Aries are going to definitely renovate certain stuff like that. But this is also a marriage or a graduation card. It's a very festive energy. And then we have Aquarius. I see you, Astro Dim. Aquarius, we have the Lovers. So you're going to have very passionate sex, and you want to actually charge this focus sexually. So when you kind of feel it, find ways to express this charismatically. But Aquarius, this is talking about the bow chicka wow wow. So yeah, it's kind of cool. This could honestly manifest itself in a very scintillating conversation where you never even have physical intercourse, but it's just that passion is in the air. Okay. Aqua bang. I like that, Nikita. And Pisces. I know, right? Me too, Brianne. I need to find myself an Aquarius. We have for Pisces the Four of Swords. So Pisces, you're just going to be like this all week. Yeah, Pisces, that's that. Yeah, so enjoy that. And the card that I have for everyone is the Queen of Pentacles. And the Fool. There we go. I needed some kind of context. Perhaps there is a new venture and a new understanding of this queen. Some of you are this queen, so keep that in mind. And yeah. All right. Now I will do the super chat cards. Thank you very much, guys, for staying tuned. This is going to be a very magical week. And yeah, I will catch you on the flip side. Thank you very much, Queen Deji. I totally will sing you a song. This is a song that I really wrote in a very vulnerable period in my life. And it gives me inspiration whenever I want to move. So kind of bear with me here. I've never really sang this. I don't think you'll ever hear this song out anywhere. It's one of my most original pieces, but I'm going to sing this and I'm going to dedicate this to you, Queen. All right. America, fuck yeah. We're on our way to save the motherfucking day, yeah. America, fuck yeah. We're on our way to save the motherfucking day. Hey, America, America, fuck yeah. And that's how it goes. We have, of course, with your card, Orphaned, which is interesting. This literally came like twice. And Queen, I see this as someone that is going to probably be led to you. The universe wants you to shed your love for them, but I don't think they're going to open up about that towards you. I think you're going to pick it up towards them, and your heart is just going to open up to them. So keep that in mind. KBS, we have Thinker. So this is definitely saying that the energy you invest on your mind and really, thank you, Shy, and really contemplating your thoughts will evoke a lot of clarity, and you're going to really piece together things like a genius just with your critical mind thinking up a storm. Miss Kiki, we have Round and Round. Dinning and around and around and round and around we go. La 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 la. Yeah. So you're going to notice that things move in cycles, and things are going to come back around for you that did not come around well the first or second time. And as they come around more and more, you'll find you have greater proficiency over it. All right. It's going to be pretty gangster for you because of your Libra energy. All right. Let's see. We have Treasure Island. So this noun applies to you ×2. You have this inner treasure that's going to unlock, but it's about to be a theme park for you, where your place, your job and your business is a theme park of your treasure island, to where people can open that treasure chest and partake of your treasures for a nominal fee, because it is something they'll never experience, and it is totally worth it. All right. And it's just definitely speaking of you finding a lot of what you were looking for inside without even having to look for it. It's just going to reveal itself through your heart. Lilac Ocean 420. Allie Smith. Oh, that's what that means. Lilac Ocean 420. We have Loyal Heart. So you and a special kindred lover are connected by the loyal hearts that you have, which is why you're just not feeling certain people in your life, and you're really waiting out for that person. That person is waiting out for you too, and it's going to lead both of you together. Okay. Katrina Brown. We have Round and Round, and this Round and Round card is also reiterating once again this whole notion of you coming back into certain lessons better than before. Certain things that you were really bad at or didn't work well the first time, they're going to work really well. So don't be put off by then. If you have to come through it again, you're going to find things are a little bit different. Allie Smith, Divine RPG is super real. Okay. I'm already seeing Scorpios and Capricorns face off in different settings. It's scary. I was like, can y'all niggas wait until November? Like, it's not even starting yet. You need to see two people who never mind. Regina Philandry, The card that I have is observer. All right. So you're not necessarily a thinker, but you're in a position where you're really kind of peeping game and things are going to be coming out to you and you're going to really be noticing and seeing things. All right. Listen, guys, listen, you guys are about to see a lot of Scorpios and Capricorns beefing. Like, you're not even going to really be mad at each other, but they're going to get into arguments. And then every time you see Scorpio and Capricorn beefing, look for where Sagittarius is. You're about to see Sagittarius just creeping off on the corner like, guys, now's our chance. This is going to be some crazy shit that they're doing. I promise you. All right. Regina, though, the observer is you just kind of coming into all sorts of like crazy stuff that no one else is going to really notice. And you want to be mindful about how you reveal what you know. All right. I give free love. Yes, I do talk to people with telepathy. And this is another thing with Mercury opposite Neptune. You're very telepathic right now. So for those of you who need confirmation that you've been telepathically talking, that other person probably wants confirmation too. And trust me, my friend, you can believe in your ability, and moons do count. John P. Campiglio, we have round and round. So I like the image you have on your profile pic. You're definitely going to find that a lot of these lessons, once again, come around for you to master, and everything that you have not mastered up until now will come back around so that you can achieve mastery. Astro Dim 7. We have flexible. So keep an open mind. You want to be in a position where you can not necessarily compromise, but you can definitely do certain things that you may not have planned to do. This will really allow for the energy to manifest in the appropriate ways. Zaria Jordan, we have yin. This yin is the essence of the feminine flowing through you that allows synchronicities and certain connections to take place intuitively. You are on point with that flow, and you definitely want to trust what you are receptive to. It will all make sense once the yang expresses itself, but definitely keep that in mind. Catherine Rogers, I have round and round. This round and round card is coming a lot, and it's definitely because we're entering into Libra season, so we're exiting a cycle of the first 6 zodiac signs. So just like I said, you know what I mean, be very mindful of what's coming back, what lessons are coming back around to you, because you're going to be in a position where you can finally. Some of you might have smashed them the first time and did a great job. You'll do even greater this time. All right. Shannon Southard. Thank you, Soul Checker. Shannon Southard. We have here and now. So you have a lot of energy dispersed in the past and in the future. Willingly, you're an advanced soul. So you have, at a subconscious or conscious level, literally like healed your past and your future. And you have energy that kind of makes sure you're moving into the vibration well. So you want to actually gather all that energy and focus it again here in the here and now. Take however much time you need to do until you feel that, and then once you gather that energy, you'll feel like your energy will shift, because now you have that present control, and it's kind of like built itself. Lisa Ben, I have all that glitters is good. I have all that glitters. Okay. And as you would expect, you want to be very mindful about what things look on the surface versus their true value and worth. And that's very self-explanatory. So just comes up when you have to be aware before you make a decision based off of this. Janine Parker. Oops. Janine, the card we have for you, thank you very much, by the way, is chaos and conflict. So the piece that may currently be in your life, or if there's a situation in your life that only shooting stars break the mold. This is true. There's a situation in your life that you need more insight on, Janine, and chaos and conflict is going to shake it up to reveal people's motives real quick before they can even know. So don't take the chaos is going to be pretty weird, don't take it personally. It's actually just going to clear. It's just needed so that things could be resolved. All right. Melanie Boyd, we have loyal heart. So you have a loyal connection with a soulmate that's going to attract you to this person. You being loyal to not settling and really connecting with this individual, whether you know them for real or not, will ultimately guide you to a greater connection in the physical and spiritual. This person's heart is as loyal to you as you are to them. BJ Gamble, we have chop wood with the chop suey. So you're going to be in a position where a lot of the work that you have been doing is going to be adding up very magically. The very minute, it's so minute, it's subconscious. It's not anything you're consciously aware of, but just be mindful of how you spend each moment doing what you do, especially if you find yourself lost in procrastination or just not doing anything. Just doing something will generate energy in very magical ways, and you'll realize it's just a way to disperse it. All right, Valerie Bradshaw, we have soulmates. You win milk and honey. All right, Valerie Bradshaw, with the Soulmates card, you're going to get an all expense featured paid relationship with your soulmate. That's no BS, no side dudes, no side chicks, actual fidelity and commitment. Good job, Valerie. Good job. Let's have a round of applause. This has been a great pool. Oh my gosh. I wonder if we will get this again. Great job, Valerie. You can see this coming in if you're not already with this soulmate. I'm just so happy for you. This is amazing. Life misspelled. We have round and round. Okay. So your karma's coming around for you too, to where in your case, you have to really go through certain things because you didn't necessarily evolve through it the first time, especially since you have your Sagittarius occupied by Uranus and Saturn. You have to go through the situation so you can evolve through it. And the stuff that you weren't able to do the first time, it's just gonna come back around by choice very quickly. All right. The Pratt Pack. King John, I'm jealous too. It's all good. I want the soulmate card. The Pratt Pack, we have To Be Fair. And the energy I got with this is very sassy, especially with Leo in your ninth house as a Sagittarius. You're going to have to be putting people in check. So because when you like, yeah, side dudes do get a bad rap because when you like just show people the truth, they want to act like they don't know what you're talking about. So this time you're going to have receipts. You're going to have proof. You're going to be like, to be fair, this is actually all the reasons why you're lame. And you're going to actually show them. All right. This time, anytime anybody who tries to argue against you or lie and hide, they're not going to be able to. Oh my gosh, you're just going to be exposing people who try and cross your boundaries and are unfair. Jay, thank you for checking out the Zodiac Snapchat video. Once again, I think I got this for you, man. Come to the edge. This has everything to do with your Aries moon on Uranus that's transiting. It's really wanting you to push things to the boundary. Especially as a Gemini, you're really at a level where people take a lot of what you say too seriously. And they can make you feel crazier than you are when you just have an open mind and you have a sense of play and adventure. So take it to the edge. Show people how it's done. The people who get it may be few, but you're really going to inspire them to really, live in the moment and enjoy the here and now, which you do personally so well. So la vie. The card we have for you is a leg up. So you're definitely in a position where you are more fortunate than I get this more in a competitive setting too. You're in a position to where you don't necessarily have to worry about losing your position or really being beat out in a certain sense, because even though it may not seem like it, you're actually in a better position than most people who are putting on appearances right now, which I feel is important for you to know, because they may be going out of their way to act like they got some stuff going on when they really don't. Chrissy, the card that I have for you is Unfinished Symphony. So, Chrissy, this is important because there is a project you worked on, a relationship, or something very positive that happened that never got to finished, that you're going to finally finish to completion and really gain the full understanding of and fulfillment. All right. So, congratulations, Chrissy. This is very great. The Soul Trekker, your timing is amazing because I was just about to pull your card. I was just about to pull your card right now. So the Soul Trekker, we have co-create. Okay. If your twin flame is a Capricorn, then definitely the co-creation of your energies together with their higher self will kind of help you understand more of this. But yeah, you want to really, with Jupiter getting ready to come in your sign, develop a co-creation technique or habit, which is what you can do with this focus. Focus the will to summon, because the number one summoners of the Zodiac are Sagittarius and Scorpio. They can summon anything. Leo can summon. It depends if it's like on the right day, though. Evangelie, music and vision, building guidance. Hold on. I'm not doing this justice. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. Come on down, Evangelie. Good job. We have the soulmates card for you. You have a wonderful connection with the soulmate. This is the real deal. Congratulations. Yes, you have deserved this. Yes, you will enjoy this. Nope, no side dudes. Yes, long-lasting fidelity and entertainment. Congratulations, Evangelie. Congratulations. No, I'm not that dumb to just throw my cards. But yes, maybe if you were the last card, but I have super ultraviolet astrology after you. Congratulations, Evangelie. The card that I have for you, super ultraviolet astrology, is flexible. So definitely having an open mind and being in a position to where you're definitely willing to be open for different ways of doing things, it'll actually help you more than hurt you. And yeah, actually, I missed Crystal Locket. So Crystal Locket, the card that I have for you is Come to the Edge. Crystal, similar to Jay, you need to really push it to the limit and move all the way out of your comfort zone. I don't really feel like this is going to be hard for you, Crystal. I think you're naturally like this anyway. Just really make sure you're in a position to honor the ways and opportunities that this will happen. All right. And I'm going to pull a super chat card for everyone, whether you donated or not. Oh my God, guys. What are the odds? What are the odds? Oh, first of all, Simply Reen, I actually got you last time. But first of all, Rocktober born, I have no place like home. So the pillar you are in your community is definitely very important, as well as really establishing how you gain this feeling in your heart. But you definitely will establish this. So very, very positive. And the card that I have for everyone. Yeah, guys! It is the milk and honey card. You see that rainbow? Happiness, bliss, happiness, bliss. It's all for you guys. You don't have to be sad. You can be happy. You can actually be grateful for your day. Call this in. Put your hands out. Call this in right now. This is for you. This is for you watching this. This is for you too. We got this. Yes, 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 yes.